Hello and welcome, this is Marisol, and today I'll be sharing my completed New York City travel album. I shared the foundation pages in my last video, and now I will share my completed album with you guys. I used a lot of the leftovers from the Ali Edwards December Daily Kit, as well as items from my stash. Some really old items from my stash, but overall I'm very happy with the way the album turned out, and yeah, so let's get started. For my introduction, I used a 3x8 page protector with the actual map that I used to get around the city, along with some chipboard letters from Ali Edwards that came in a week in the life kit. I love how these letters fit perfectly in this little 3x8 page protector. On the back side, I just have another map, as well as a felt heart that, like I said, was from the December Daily Kit. This here is a 4x6 vertical photo, and it's of us driving in the Lincoln Tunnel, and I added a little label with the number of miles that it took us to get to New York City from where we live. Added a cork, I don't know what that is, maybe a label, a cork label that says road trip. For this, I used the half circles that came in the kit and just sandwiched it in between the two photos and did some stamping on it. I got this idea from Amy Gretchen. This is a screenshot of Manhattan, and I used an old Darling Let's Be Adventurers stamp that was from Studio Calico. I did add some ephemera throughout the album, not too much because I used almost every photo that I took. So this was a short trip, but it is a full album because I took a lot of pictures and I wanted to make sure to include as many pictures as possible. What I did for every place that we visited, I took a screenshot of the map, the Google map, added a wood veneer geotag that I used a Copic marker to color in red. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see better. There, how's that? That looks good. Okay. Sorry for the glare. My light setup isn't the best. So this is the room key, and I stamped the word adventure on it and used this decorative element, which was from the December Daily Kit. I used a Tim Holtz paper clip to shut the pocket closed so the card wouldn't fly out as you turn the page. I used these, what are these called? I used these journal cards throughout the album from the kit. I love that it added a lot of consistency throughout the album for the journaling cards. This is the back side of the key, and these are very old overlays from Becky Higgins. And I added them on there because, I don't know, I like the way that it looked. These were tags. I love this photo. So this photo was taken from our room at the Marriott, and I don't know, I love it because it's so New York City to me. And I just used really old thickers to spell out a room with a view. This is the first place that I visited, and it was St. Patrick's Cathedral, and I kept the picture very simple. I didn't add any embellishments other than this here, which says joy to the world. By the way, I'm printing my 6x8 photos on Kodak paper using the Canon Pixma 720. Here we have just a 4x6 photo on both sides. I took a lot of pictures at the cathedral, and I wanted to include as many as possible, and so what I did was I put them inside of this item here, which is kind of like a photo book, photo album. It's from Simple Stories. I do not remember the name of it offhand, but I will add it in the description box below. I believe I bought this actually from Allie Edwards' site. I don't know, she doesn't always have them, but anyhow, I did have to trim the photos. This is not 4x6. I want to say maybe it might be 3.5 by 5. So I had to trim out the photos, but it's a great way to add photos into a small album. And then I just slip it in there. See? Pretty cool. You can also get them in a smaller size. This is not this will fit in a 3x4 pocket, but the pockets are not 3x4, so you would have to trim those down. So those are pretty cool. I've never used them before. I've had them for a long time, and I'm glad that I had them for this project. The Saks Fifth Avenue. I was so impressed with Saks. I had no idea what to expect, and I absolutely fell in love. So I have a picture here of Saks during the day and then Saks at night. And if you don't know, Saks Fifth Avenue puts on one of the most beautiful animated light motion displays, and with music, and it's gorgeous, and it's on repeat throughout the night, so you'll always be able to catch it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I added these little tabs here to indicate when to flip up throughout the album. This washi tape is gorgeous. It's from an old Studio Calico documenter kit. I have tons of it left. The Rockefeller Center tree. So I went during the day by myself, and then I went at night with my husband. So I have pictures from the day, and I have pictures at nighttime too. I added a wood veneer star here. I added a 4x6 photo, portrait size there, like that. And then this is my favorite. Look at this. This looks so gorgeous to me. This came in the December daily kit, or it was an extra add-on item, I think, actually. And I love the way that the trees are on the dark part of the photo. And then you turn the page and you have the Rockefeller Center tree. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy that I got that Pixma, because I think these full page photos, 6x8 photos, make such an impact. I love it. And there's another one of the tree. I don't know if you can see that, I used a glitter acrylic heart from the Allie Edwards Love Story Kit there. Here I added tags of the Ruckheads. That was a great show. I added the ticket, journaling, and then I added, this was a little card that actually came with our room key, and I saved it and added it there. 3D glasses, a picture of the Ruckheads. I took more pictures, but to me this was probably the most, and it looked really good. Because as you could probably tell, it was really dark in there. Next time I go to New York, I think I want to take the tour. There's a Radio City Music Hall tour, and I want to take that because the place is beautiful. You see here the chandelier. It's gorgeous. Okay, so just some journaling about New York and spending that time with my husband. Another tag. The whole place, New York City, the whole place was lit up. Like, look at this building back here. It was lit up in red. I loved it. Chipboard piece from Allie Edwards Love Story Kit. Another 3x8. Page protector. Like I said, I added bits and pieces of ephemera. These are the fortune cookies. Fortunes from the fortune cookie. And then I was able to go to the Downtown Abbey exhibition. It was the US premiere, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. If you guys love Downton, you're going to love this exhibition. I went without any expectations, and oh wow, it was amazing. So this was the tree that was in the foyer. while you're waiting in line. And I took a acetate transparency and cut off the part that has the holes and just slipped it into the pocket instead of having it on the outside of the pocket. More journaling using the journal cards from the kit. There's this, and then my ticket. And then I added pictures of the exhibition and used numbers to indicate which costume was from which scene or which character from the show. And I know that this isn't meaningful to some people, especially those who don't watch the show, but this album is for me and my husband. And even though he wasn't there with me when I went to this, I'm sure he can appreciate it. Here we are at Central Park. Just some journaling. This is from A Week in the Life, I think. Here's another flip up. Well, it looks like I have to add a tab there. I just use a label and that same washi that I used for my other flip up. This is a 3x4 4-pocket page protector that I trimmed down and put in journaling cards and pictures. An acrylic heart from the kit. These are really thick, by the way, you guys. I'm sure you know, but wow, I wish they were like half the thickness. I kept these pretty simple because the pictures were kind of busy, so I just added a label indicating, giving information about the picture. Here, this one's one of my favorites. What I did for this die cut is I took the 4x6 card that came in the Love Story Kit by Ali Edwards, and I positioned a heart die cut very strategically on the card so that I could get the die cut and so that I could then still use the 4x6 card. What I plan on doing is using the die cut over a picture and then snuggling in the picture into the heart-shaped die cut there, and then use this card in a layout or in my Project Life album. So I get to two ways of using this card. So there's that. And then there's this one. I posted this in the Craft a Story Facebook page. I love, love, love this one. These were chipboard letters from Ali Edwards, and I stamped on them and used a clear backing sticker that says You and Me. This is a simple page here. I added the card from the hotel room along with a transparency. And again, some journaling. This is also from the story kit, the Love Story Kit. And here are tabs from the December Daily Kit. Just pictures of some things of the hotel room. It's a really cleverly designed hotel room. They had a old-fashioned phone that we thought was pretty clever. And then there's this one. This is from a rooftop bar at the hotel, and you can see the Empire State Building behind us. I have a transparency over it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it on there because you can barely see the letters, or yeah, what it says. And the picture itself was dark and grainy, so I kind of feel like it adds a little bit more graininess to it. So I might remove that. I'm not 100% sure yet. Here's another picture from the rooftop. I love the buildings in the background. 4x6. This was from the digital Week in the Life kit. I printed it out. I did not purposely print it with the border, but I went with it. I wasn't going to redo it because it was actually the second time that I printed it out. Here is more journaling, pictures, simple. And then here I have our ticket from when we went to MoMA. Another journaling card, map, and here's where I have a flip out, And I use the tab to let people know that this flips out. You open it like that. And then I have, so much glare, sorry. Then I have this here. This is the other ticket of ours. And then pictures. And then these pictures, I thought, you know, this is very photo heavy, so I didn't add any embellishments at all to any of these. This was a card from an old Studio Calico kit that I just added stamping onto. This is a overlay from Becky Higgins. This is what the back side looks like. And here's two of my other favorite photos. Again, I used those clear backing stickers, makes it look like I typed onto the photo, like I had text on the photo. And there's that. This is a this is an overlay, a transparency. See that? But it's awesome because it was snowing when I took that picture, and so I think the stars kind of look like snowflakes on the picture as well. There's that. And then, oh, this is, let me, here. So this is not in a page protector. This is actually, I printed out the picture the size of a page protector so it would fit nicely in the album. So it's not inside of the page protector. Neither are these two photos. Bryant Park was amazing, you guys. It was so beautiful. Here I just added some very old thickers into the album, or onto the photo rather, because I wanted to cover up all the people that were on the bottom of the tree. And then this is the acrylic word from the kit, from Story Kit, Love. And just pictures that we took while we were at Bryant Park. I love the way this picture looks because it's almost like it lays into the big picture with the ornaments and the lights. And here's another photo that's outside of the page protector. And I used the acrylic heart, or acrylic star. And I don't know if you can tell, but that's me taking that picture. And then dinner at Legacy, which was at the Moxie Hotel. I used this little stamp here, which is from a very old Kelly Perky stamp set. One of her small stamp sets with Hero Arts. I added this overlay which says Love You. I took this journaling card from the Love Kit and put some stamping so it would say You and Me, Love, and then added journaling. Here's another one of those transparencies, and I don't know, I think it's silver actually. Yeah, it's a silver stripe. And then this picture that I took as we were leaving New York. I love that picture. I debated whether or not to add words to the blue area here, like goodbye or I love New York or until next time, something like that, but I decided to just leave it as it was. I think by the time I got to this page I was kind of tired of the album, so I decided to just leave it be. And then there's that picture of an ornament that we purchased at Bryant Park for our Christmas tree. And there you go, that is the completed New York album. I hope this album inspired you in some way to create your travel album. I hope that I gave you some ideas on how to get creative with things outside of the page protector, and that I inspired you in any way at all. If you have any questions, please just leave them down below and I will answer them. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.